What's up, everybody? Welcome Squad and welcome to Slav Guns, and we're at Slav Guns at SHOT Show 2022. Wait, it's 2020 again. It's 2022. You don't want that. But it was a good SHOT Show last year. In the other case, we are at the first booth at Media Day, and I had to make sure we stopped by at our friends at DSI. They always have something nice and exciting going on, and if you haven't heard of DSI, they've really built themselves into a company that takes care of those people who have been oppressed with gun laws. And DSI is quite well known for a lot of compliant models, so no matter what state you live in, DSI does have a gun for you. And then recently, they've really been branching out, and they have some really exciting stuff. One of them, which we've already done a video on, and something a little bit updated, but whatever it is, it's really, really cool. And we're here with Brett to walk us through it. Brett, thank you for seeing me again.
Good morning.
I love seeing you here.
Thank you.
So I see you have a lot of new stuff. Talk us through.
So the first one in the front is the DS-25. We have talked about that previously on your show. This is the first of its kind, really. It's an AR-15 chambered in .308. So we did only modify a couple parts. Obviously, we had to open up the upper receiver ejection port and open up that mag bill to take that .308 cartridge. We modified the barrel and the buffer tube and the bolt carrier. Everything else on the firearm takes your standard mil-spec AR-15 components, which is great. We're going to offer this as a complete firearm, which will retail for about $14.95, and then we're going to offer it as a builder's kit with just those components that I mentioned before. That will retail for about $9.95, and then a customer will be able to buy that kit and build it out using their mil-spec AR-15 parts. The gun weighs approximately 6 pounds, 7 ounces, so it is the smallest, lightest semi-auto .308 that'll be available. This is just a prototype still. We're hoping to roll these out later this year. It'll be available in 4 colors: black, tan, green, and brown.
Okay. So for those who might not be familiar with the AR-10 platforms, which are the larger platforms for the ARs, what's the advantage to going the route that you did with the DS-25 versus, I guess, if somebody wanted an AR in .308 or 6.5 Creedmoor today?
So in AR-10, it's I wouldn't exactly call it perfected. It's had problems over the years. Everybody kind of figures out their own way of making it work. But we didn't want to make it work. We wanted to take the AR-15 platform that's already been tried and true, it works, and just make that platform shoot .308, and that's really what we did. So you're saving a lot of weight. I think the lightest AR-10 that I've ever shot was somewhere in the 9-pound range. I don't know about you. But again, this is in the 6 pounds. You're shaving off 3 pounds. So if you're looking for a hunting rifle, something to take to the range, and you don't want to look around something bulky and heavy, this is a great option. Also, because of the reduced weight, that's reduced reciprocating weight. So when you're talking about shooting an AR-10 with that .308 cartridge, you're very used to that hard kick in your shoulder. Shooting something this small and light, regardless of it being a .308, is a lot less weight coming back. So recoil is more similar to a 5.56 or maybe a 6.5 Grendel than it would be a .308.
And that was actually the interesting part. So if you guys haven't seen the video we did when Brett came over to our range, you can find it linked here above. But my biggest impression was, on one hand, it's a 6.5 pound gun. On the other hand, it's a .308. That means this thing must kick like a mule. And meanwhile, that shot so softly, it was a much more pleasant recoil impulse than a larger AR-10.
Yes. Yeah, and that's the shock. We get a lot of people that come out and test the prototype, and they sit down, they fire off a few rounds, and they kind of look at you with that grin, and they go, "That's a .308." Is that really what I'm shooting here? So yeah, we're very excited about it. We're excited to roll it out. It will be available in 5 configurations. So whether you live behind enemy lines, so to speak, or you live in a free state, we're going to offer this as a standard, a fixed mag, a post ban, a featureless, a non-NFA firearm. So wherever you live, rest assured, we do have a model for you.
So you mentioned .308. Any other calibers you're going to have it available in, and availability and price point?
So for the rollout purposes, it will only be .308. There is talk, probably 2023, of rolling out a long-range precision in a 6.5 Creedmoor, but we're not there yet. Let's get the .308 on the market first.
And availability and price point?
Availability, right now we've been taking pre-orders since March. So if you want to get on the wait list, probably about, I would say once they start shipping, you're looking at about 8 months from the time they start shipping is where we're at right now. Price point, again, I think I mentioned earlier, $14.95 for the complete gun, $9.95 for the builder's kit.
Okay. And you mentioned there are builder's kits, availability on those builder kits?
Builder's kits will ship after the shipment of the first run of firearms. So if you wanted to jump in and order a builder's kit, you're going to be a little bit behind the 8 ball because we're going to roll out and fill all the complete rifle orders first.
Very cool. And so it's actually interesting. So I mean, in the beginning when we saw this gun, I'm like, Brett, where the hell is the 6.5 Creedmoor? But then when you think about it, when an AR, it's like you'd really go through a lot of ammo and you're going to have more value-priced 308 options than you are with 6.5 Creedmoor. And then, yeah, if you're going to do 6.5 Creedmoor, do like a long barrel, like something that's going to be really, really cool. But for now, if you just want to make sure you get fun out of your system, this thing is freaking insane. It is like really, really nice gun. I didn't think that that could be that much more innovation within the AR platform, but these guys actually did it, and they did it right. So really, really excited about that gun. And now I see you have something else here that looks like Lightning.
It is our Lightning. This is our DS-15 Lightning. This would be the most featured gun. So if you're familiar with our line, we have the MOE, which is our price point gun. We have our Typhoon, which is our best value gun. And then we have our Lightning, which is our most featured gun. So this model retails for $14.95. You'll see a billet precision match receiver set, free float M-lock handguard. It's got a drop-in 4-pound single-stage trigger, a nickel boron plated bolt carrier, ambi controls like your ambi safety and your ambi charging handle, overmolded Hogue furniture on your stock and your pistol grip. It's got our stainless mid-length 1-7 barrel and a competition stainless compensator. Really nice gun for $14.95. A lot of those features on here are typically upgrades, where if somebody were to buy a base model AR and later on want to purchase drop-in triggers and nickel-plated bolts, and you end up spending $800 to $1,000 on components later to put into the gun that you just bought, where you can get this all in a nice package for under $1,500.
Yeah. Well, and I'm always impressed, like if you guys are looking for a good AR that you're not going to have to go out and then upgrade with ambi controls or like nicer charging handles, this is the way to go. I mean, they're fantastic rifles. Now, there is only one downside, however, with these, and I haven't told this to Brett before, is that this thing doesn't just shoot as fast as that minigun that you guys heard in the background. So if you did hear it, that's what it was, and it wasn't the gun.
Depends on if you're having a spasm, fingers.
Wait, are you saying? Hey, I think we have a world exclusive. DSI's coming out with a new forced reset trigger that's even better than all the others, right? Price point and availability.
Not quite.
Well, I guess along the same lines, if somebody wanted to put a forced reset trigger or binary in one of your guns, they'll be able to.
Yes, I'd be able to. Yeah, we've toyed with a few. On personal guns, works perfect. Another cool feature with the Lightning, we wanted to kind of gear it more towards a 3-gun market. Is what we were kind of aiming for with this.
Well, and your brakes are stupid effective. I mean, like I love your brakes.
Yeah, very flat shooting. You stay on target, especially for double taps and follow-up shots. But that's really what we were kind of tweaking for 2022, is we kind of steered it more towards that competitive 3-gun market, and we think we kind of hit the nail on the head.
Awesome. All right, so the Lightning's available now. The DS-25 is going to be out soon, and then you have a bunch of other models. I think you also sent out a press release that you have a new Variant 1 coming out.
We did. We upgraded a few different components on the Variant 1. I could either tell you now or I could tell you on the show floor.
Well, we'll do that on the show floor. We'll do a separate video on that one, because if you're looking for Gucci, the Variant 1 is awesome Gucci, but it's still reasonably priced. So I think that's basically the new stuff here.
Yeah, that is the new stuff here. So we're excited for the show. This is the first year. We have a much larger booth this year, more product on the floor. We're excited to roll out a lot of the familiar models that you're used to seeing, just a lot of upgrades for 2022. And I guess we're excited to see you.
Very cool. All right, so I see there's only one thing left here. We have a bunch of ammo on the table, so we're going to send some rounds downrange. As always, thank you guys for watching. Keep on squatting, and we'll see you in the next video linked up here.